Welcome back to Customer States. Today we look at the worst mechanical nightmares. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that they have an electrical problem and need it fixed.
Customer says they spilt water in the center console and now it won't crank or start. An old 320 Mercedes. It's in good shape. Good shape. But I'm gonna have to probably call BS. This is how the car arrived here, and that's all we have to go off of. I spilt water in the center console, and now it won't start. Somebody told her that it needs a brain. I think they were talking about her, not the car.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the headlights don't work after driving through a flood. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the check engine light is on and wanted to know why.
You can see lots and lots of metal flakes here in the pan as well.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that there's a coolant leak and wanted to know why.
Oh, that don't belong there.
This customer brought their truck in stating that the truck sways to one side on the motorway, especially when going over 70 miles per hour. Mechanics suggest the cradle isn't connected.
This is lifted straight, by the way. I don't know if you can tell, but that cradle's kind of falling out here. We got that going on there, and then we come to this side, we got that going on there. Oh no. And then we got going back here, we got that going on there, and then we come over here, and we got up here, we got those over there, and then we come down here. And what we got here, we got that guy there. And get the fuck out of there. Then we go over here, we get that guy over there. Then we come up over here, and we get, oh, that's the lift point. She's good, she's solid stuff. Got that guy over there, and then we got this guy here. Just pull that down there, and she's fucking mint.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the car has an awful smell and can't figure out what's broken and why it smells so badly. This customer brought their vehicle in after just purchasing it and wanted to know if the mechanic could see any damage.
Holy what? What? Is that a rotor?
This customer brought their vehicle in for paint and decided to sand it down themselves to save money. Body Shop advises he did a great job.
Customer states, oh yeah, buddy, I started sanding it at home. Will that make the price a little cheaper? What did you use, a rock? What was he sanding it with, a brick? Holy. At least he didn't do the whole van. My God, bro. What do you use, a rock on this thing? Let's see if Jameis can make it look better. Oh my Lord.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that they need the mechanics to be careful that they don't damage the rust.
Yikes.
This customer brought their Toyota Camry in, stating that their vehicle would make noises when braking and turning. Mechanics suggest using lug bolts on the wheels.
2020 Camry Hybrid. Customer complaint making noises while braking and turning. This was just sitting behind the wheel cover when it pulled off. Every frickin' lug nut is backwards. Walmart, you suck.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that they can hear a loud noise while driving and wanted to know why.
You could move that shit around like, yeah, bro. I could probably pull this shit out if I wanted to. Damn. That shit straight gave out.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the steering wheel is pulling to one side at high speeds.
Alright, so we got a 2010 Chevy Impala. It's got a few issues. Alright. New control arms on here, right? No cotter pin. How about a finishing nail? Yeah, that's no big deal, right? And then we got that. Yeah, just slap some new struts in there. Don't bother to check anything else or do a good job.
This customer brought this car in demanding cheap used tires, which I think is the least of their problems considering the chassis is rusted out. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the steering wheel is pulling to one side at high speeds. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that their car is constantly overheating and breaking down.
Okay, here's your what video of the day. 15 Ram Eco Diesel. Guy says that he's had to add coolant. No visible leaks on the ground. And it has overheated on him once. So I pressure test it. There's no leaks. I drive it. It doesn't overheat or anything, but it was just a couple miles worth. But it got up to operating temperature. I tried block testing it. It's passing. I got nothing. So I'd reached down. I didn't want to put out any bubbles. So I reached down and I grabbed the upper radiator hose to give it a little squeeze to force some bubbles up out of there. And the hose is crunchy. It's got something in it. I go, that's kind of odd. So I popped the hose off. It's laying down there. And it's completely full of this stuff. It's got to be some kind of stop leak, but I mean, what the shit? And it is completely blocked the upper radiator neck. It was flowing just enough to make the lower hose warm, just enough to make you think everything's okie dokie. But what the hell is that?
This customer states that after 15 minutes of driving their vehicle, the car will start shaking and not steering very well. Upon further inspection, the customer decided to get a second opinion when they didn't agree with the mechanic.
2005 Chevy Equinox. Customer states after about 15 minutes of driving, it starts jerking. Well, this ain't connected. Inner tie rods both have play. Frame rot to complete oblivion. Rear drive shaft says nope. She's converted to front wheel drive. Doesn't even exist. PCV valve, you know, it's just chilling. It don't need to be plugged in. We don't need that. Belt tensioner just completely left the chat. But I got brand new shocks though. So there's a plus. Oh my lord, this thing is a mess.
This customer brought their car in stating that it takes off on its own, and the accelerator won't slow down.
Okay, boys, we got a new one for you this morning. Come in, get this RO. Says you fire the car up, sounds like it's gonna go 100 miles an hour. I'm like, what the As you can see, I'm on the brake. There's the gas pedal. Somewhere down there. Oh, I already figured it out, boys. I already figured it out. It helps if you don't put your mat there on your gas pedal.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that there's a loud noise when driving.
2007 Honda Ridgeline with 200 and something thousand miles on it. And there's a whirring sound coming from over here that shouldn't be making that higher pitched whir sound, and there's smoke coming up from the front of the engine right here, and I see oil on the underside of the engine on this side of the engine. It has leaked about a quart of oil.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the steering wheel is pulling to one side and wanted to know why.
Customer has car towed in, price for 300. He wanted to do donuts.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the steering wheel is pulling to one side at high speeds. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that their vehicle sways a lot on the motorway and going over bumps at high speeds.
Så vad jag tar så låter på låt den det är
This brand new Ford Explorer had water getting into the vehicle and had to have the entire interior removed and replaced, costing over $26,000 in parts alone.
What 26 grand looks like for all interior parts for a 2021 Explorer ST. There's that pile. There's another pile. There's the seat covers and all the insulation, plus the drain tube. There's the airbags. All for this brand new 2021 ST that had a pond in it because of a water leak. So this whole interior is getting gutted on a vehicle with less than 8,000 miles on it. Yay, Monday!
This customer brought their vehicle in asking for an oil change after neglecting maintenance for years. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that there's a loud noise when driving.
2007 Honda Ridgeline with 200 and something thousand miles on it, and there's a whirring sound coming from over here that shouldn't be making that higher pitched whir sound, and there's smoke coming up from the front of the engine right here. And I see oil on the underside of the engine on this side of the engine. It has leaked about a quart of oil.
This customer brought their pickup in for new ball joints as he had just failed a safety inspection. He then asked if the mechanics would pass it for him at their shop.
New guy just finished putting ball joints in this beautiful Chevrolet. Figured I should show you guys, you know, this thing was in because it failed for an inspection, if you can believe it. Here in Massachusetts, you know, we still have mandatory vehicle inspections, and well, let's go ahead and have a look, see. All right, this one failed for ball joints, so the ball joints are just replaced. It didn't fail for, you know, the axle being broken or any of the oil leaks, because, you know, they don't really check for that sort of thing. But, you know, they do check for rust, right? And you're not allowed to have a hole that is big enough to fit your hand through. So unfortunately, I think this one should fail, but don't worry about that. It got a pass on the rust. I don't know exactly what the fuck is going on here with the torsion bars. The adjustments are a little different, but never mind that. We've got beautiful aftermarket body mount, right? That's working hard because the factory body mount isn't anymore. And you know, we got broken leaf springs, you know, that's fine. You're supposed to check for that, but you know, who does, right? It's got new shocks though, you know, this one also brand new. I mean, it's still underneath the vehicle, even though it's not attached. That's fine. We're not worried about things like that, you know. Just remember that these people are pulling their boats down the road in front of you and your family, you know, when you're taking the kids to soccer practice, right? And this is what their tow hitches look like. So yeah, anyways, I got a meat buddy that put a sticker on this thing. I got a vehicle that I need to get past too. Except mine doesn't quite look this bad, I guess.
Please subscribe for more mechanical headaches.